My last question. Last
You
question.
don't have to be. You don't have to be a last question. You can ask the question. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Well, if you had I'm just curious to know if you had a conversation with a black spade about the culture of hip hop and stuff. And we think the dollar would be. If you had
Okay,
a
look. First of all, God, you and I cross this bridge a lot of times. So here's the deal with that. Then, now, and always, you'll have a mindset of people. That's us, and those like us who teach the truth. And you have those. Okay, what's my position? We had to fuck them up. Listen to this one. Yeah, check this one. Let me get raw with you, because we occupied the same rim. You lived on Davidson. You lived on and that's just my. And I'm just telling you, I spoke so vulgarly. No question. The Seven Crowns, the Immortals, the Cyber Skulls. Those are the gangs back then. It was fighting. You know what I mean? But we occupy, and listen, I'm not going nowhere, and they weren't. But we were there teaching peace. But let me tell you what we was taught. We was taught, 5% was taught when I was coming up. I'm going to teach you the 120, but I'm going to teach you how to fight too, put these 1 and 2s together. Because make no mistake, just like you just said, Bakari, there's going to be people, just like today, it almost. Our brother sat down there, I had no problem, I just wanted to know who you were. What? Okay, but how old are you? How old are you? I said, wow, you savage like a, kid, but I just want to know, I don't have a right to ask that question, but hey, I'm saying, y'all walking me out here, brother. You meet Divine Prince and Doc Kim was sitting there, we watching, but brother, come on, we ain't going there with you with that. Because little did you know, kid, you don't wake that beast up. Because your mama will be looking, I don't do body offender and leave its wreckage. So, I mean, but
penalty is death.
No, stop, God. No. On the contrary, we're civilized people, right? And I get where you are. Right. That's the image thing. See, that comes from lack of knowledge of self. Right. Yeah, I'm telling you now. And you got muscular dystrophy. I'm telling you now, mother. What? Yeah, okay. But then listen. So to answer your question, go back to your question. So that's the Tomahawks and all these other black spades. You keep bringing them up. They like come out of the Bronx. Well, largely out of the Bronx. A lot were influenced because they seen the growing numbers, but also the knowledge and what it can do. Then some were like, this is my. I take offense to that. That Infinite and them, Infinite Mighty very well came out of there. Came out of a gang. He getting his life together, and they see people hating that. Look, oh shit. We ain't do none of that for him. And now he coming around and talking about, yeah, peace, black man. Listen, I know, I know y'all don't, I know I just left y'all and I was just be part of y'all. But listen, I'm gonna give you 5. Man, get that shit out of here, man. We ain't with that. Okay, but I'm just bringing peace because you look, your mom and my mama know each other. You live right around the corner. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Well, not a problem, baby. I'll tell you what we gonna do right now. Let's go around the corner. I'm gonna beat the shit out. Come on here. Cause I'm gonna live here teaching this truth. You're not running this nowhere. Now, you have a right to be here, but what you're not going to do, black man, right? What you're not going to do is seize this community, and even with the ways like this, the white man, because you talk to the gang, you talking about, we still talking back a little bit when it was still, well, it wasn't, but it was still largely the devil controlling. He's still in control, but I mean, he was blatant. You know what I mean? And it's always us, them. Us, them meaning us, the righteous, the devil. Right. So, what the conversation? Peace. Come on, get on board. Or peace. Or if nothing else, once again, and then, let me answer your question this way. If there's nothing, you ain't got to be a 5%, but one thing you need to know is your origin in this world. Because once you know your origin, then you going to stop that nonsense there. Right. Nothing else. Read. See? Then you understand. I'm talking about arts and sciences. That's the meaning. What is the meaning of civilization? One, having knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, and refinement, and not being a savage in pursuit of happiness. We asked one of my rocket scientists here. What degree is that?
Third degree in 140.
Right.
17th degree.
Right. Yes, thank you for that, God. Thank you for the clear. The 17 is knowledge God.
The reason why I asked that question, the reason why I keep bringing up the black spades is because I watched a documentary on them. And the real black spades were militant. They were about protecting the community. The original black spades. They were about protecting the community. They had knowledge of self, that's why I brought the black space.
Okay, no, you had, listen, I'm not, okay, peace, objectively. On the other note, then you had other communities, organizations that were in the community that, yes, that equally were about that. And largely, when I say fought, because a lot of times there was jealousy too.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, because see, we were a handful. Well, we were more than a handful then. Back in the 60s we were. Like, make the handful.
Right.
Spades, we talking about, man, we a whole nation now. We moving around.
Right.
Right? You know, our troops spend like wildfire. Now, yes, just like there were gangs now. Let me tell you something. Some of these gangs' names, a lot of them were about the protection of the community. You know, just that they you know, so we're not going to just step on them and kick them to the curb like they weren't about nothing either. But it was just that when we occupied the same ground.
Right.
See, a lot of times, man, you know, us too, you know, because, you know, I'm, you know, like, I got my brother teaching me the part, how to put the 1 and 2s together, you know, shoulder con and boxing and, you know, taking these blows and whatever, you know, how to roll and all these things that's essential because just you merely saying peace, and they're hearing that, well, who are y'all? Who are y'all? I remember I moved to different parts of the city. Ironically, you'd be surprised how many people didn't know about this knowledge and right in their face. And we had to teach them and influence them with it. But some people, man, I'm comfortable in my ignorance. I'm not, you know, and I'm gonna protect my ignorance regardless to whom or what too.
Right.
Like I'm not trying to, that's threatening me. You trying to wake me up, We ain't doing that.
Right.
If Mega did this.